What is up, all you beautiful people? It's a great day. It's a beautiful day. Got really good sleep. Don't know how, don't know why, don't really care either way. I just did. I'm glad. So today, well, I think it was yesterday, the new set dropped. We're gonna open up a bunch of packs. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to be opening almost 2 booster boxes worth of this new set. So, I already got the pack spot. There is a code out there that gets you 3 free packs. You shush it, you're too loud. Which James already posted in the comments, so. Yeah, we're gonna open up a bunch of packs. It gets crazy when I open packs. I start getting weird. It's okay. Just accept it, love it, and enjoy it. After that, if we still have time, then I will probably play a couple games of ranked standard ranked. There we go. That's the way that works. English. Oh, English is going to be a problem today. Okay. We'll see how this goes. What's up, you guys? How you guys doing? Well, I, I don't, yeah, so, it's gonna be a fun time. I do have 2 packs of Strixhaven that I managed to unlock. So we're going to open those first, just to get those ones out of the way. And then we will jump into opening 59 packs of Dungeons & Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. So, y'all ready? You guys ready for all this craziness? Alright. Whew. Alright, so no new cards out of Strixhaven for this pack, but alright, so we got Thrill of Possibility. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card, and then you get to draw 2 cards. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. That looks almost like a stained glass window. I like that. Alright, and then Mentor's Guidance. It's a sorcery. When you cast this spell, copy it if you control a planeswalker, cleric, druid, shaman, warlock, or a wizard, and you get to scry 1 and then draw a card. Zimone Quandrix Prodigy is a 1/2 human wizard legendary creature. 1/2 legendary creature human wizard. For 1 colorless and tap it, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped, or you may pay 4 colorless, tap it, draw a card. If you control 8 or more lands, draw 2 cards instead. Owlin Shield Mage. It's a 3/3 bird warlock with flying and ward. The ward is pay 3 life. So, everybody knows what flying is. Ward, whenever a permanent with ward becomes the target of a spell or an ability, an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays the ward cost. Leyline Invocation. Damn, that was almost hard to say. That just doesn't sound right to me. It's a sorcery. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of lands you control. I still haven't built that deck. Inkling Summoning. It's a sorcery. Lesson. Create a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying. And then Introduction to Prophecy. Scry 2, then draw yourself a pretty little card. Because, you know, cards in hand are good. I haven't learned that yet. The big card for this pack is Vanishing Verse. It's an instant card. Exile target monocolored permanent. Very specific. Very specific. Alright. On to the next pack. Here, okay, another Thrill of Possibility, the instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card and then draw 2 cards. Magic! Yes, it is. Oh my god! Dina Soul Stupor is a 1/3 legendary creature, Dryad Druid. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Pay 1 colorless, sacrifice another creature. Dina Soul Stupor gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the sacrificed creature's power. Stonebinder's Familiar is a 1/1 spirit dog creature. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Stonebinder's Familiar. This ability triggers only once each turn. Yes, Magic and D&D today. Technically, after this pack is done, I have almost 2 booster packs, or booster boxes of the new set that we are opening on stream today, so. Field Trip. Anybody want to go? It's a sorcery card. Search your library for a basic forest card. Put that card onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. And then you can also learn, which allows you to learn is you may reveal a lesson card from you own from outside the game and put it into your hand, or discard a card to draw a card. So, outside the game just means in your sideboard, if you have one. 15 card sideboard deck. When you're playing best of 3, it allows you to switch out cards real quick to better improve your deck against the deck you're playing against. Introduction to Prophecy again, sorcery lesson, scry 2, then draw that card. Cram session, well, you shouldn't be waiting till last minute to learn anything. You gain 4 life and then you get to learn. You should actually lose 4 life and then learn with Cram session, because that takes a mental toll, man. And then Bayou Groff, it's a 5/4 plant dog creature. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 3 extra colorless. And then the big card for this pack is Silver Quill Command. It's a sorcery that allows you to choose 2 out of the 4. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains flying until end of turn. Return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Target player draws a card and then loses 1 life, or target opponent sacrifices a creature. Oh, it's okay. Y'all look evil as shit, man. Why y'all gotta be like that? Alright, anyways. Now. Y'all ready? I'm ready. I haven't opened any of these packs yet, so every card is gonna be new. I've only heard about a few of the cards from a couple buddies. One of them is in chat. So, let's do this. Oh, and they even put D&D-esque type music to it. I like it. You ready for combat? Alright, first pack. Alright, first card is Divine Smite. It's an instant card. Target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls phases out. If that permanent is black, exile it instead. If it phases out, treat it and anything attached to it as though they don't exist until its controller's next turn. Ah, shit. Okay, fun. Let's do this. That's a badass looking paladin taking out that damn demon, though. Oh. With the Divine Smite art? Hell yeah. That is gorgeous. I'm so excited. Oh. Alright. Trickster's Talisman. It's an artifact. Equipment artifact. Invoke Duplicity, son of a... Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice Trickster's Talisman. If you do, create a token that's a copy of this creature. And it has an equipped cost of 2. Uh-oh. This could be a problem. And fun, all at the same time. Oh, yay. Plundering Barbarian. It's a 2/2 dwarf barbarian. Probably low int because he's about to attack a mimic in this artwork. When Plundering Barbarian enters the battlefield, choose one. Smash the chest. which destroys a target artifact, or pry it open, which creates you a treasure token. So maybe it's not a mimic, but still, the barbarian is probably the best one to attack a chest if it's you're unsure. That's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, man. Alright, you're ambushed on the road. It's an instant card. Choose one. Make a retreat. Return target creature you control to its owner's hand. Or stand and fight, and target creature gets +1/+3 until end of turn. Why you're getting defense for this when you're being ambushed, I am not sure, especially since it looks like it's just you versus what, 7? Yeah, you versus 7. So, okay, cool. Improvised weaponry. Where's the chair at? It's a sorcery. Improvised weaponry. Whatever, man. Weaponry. There we go. Haha. Deals 2 damage to any target, and then you get to create a treasure token. Hell yeah. Evoke Duplicity is going to be a scary card to play against, but fun, depending on how they use it. Or it could just be not as scary, because they use it on little creatures that has a pretty good ability. And your treasure tokens obviously is tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Vampire Spawn. It's a 2/3 vampire creature. When Vampire Spawn enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 2 life, then you gain 2 life. Hopefully the vampires, if they add any other vampires, they're more powerful than this 2/3 because it's a Vampire Spawn. They're not very powerful. They can be, but they're not. And then Evolving Wilds. It's not really D&D. Kinda could actually be. I just thought about that. Never mind. Ignore my comment because I'm not a very... Okay, anyways. Onwards. First big card of the set. Evan Death Dracolich. Holy shit. A 5/2 legendary creature, zombie dragon, mythic rare. Flying Flash. Oh, Ebon Death Dracolich enters the battlefield tapped. You may cast Ebon Death Dracolich from your graveyard if a creature not named Ebon Death Dracolich died this turn. Woo! Started off with a beautiful shit Dracolich Black Dragon even. Oh, you are so pretty. And I so... probably will build me a dragon deck. As long as there's some pretty cool ones in here. That's awesome. Alright, our first one, we pull a mythic rare and a legendary creature and dragon. All in one card for very, very little mana. I don't understand the defense because Dracoliches are actually pretty evil and hard to kill, depending on the level of the party. Oh! Alright, little kid's getting too excited. Alright, next pack! All new cards again. That's good. No duplicates so far. Alright. Cradle of Baldur's Gate. It's a 1/3 legendary creature, human elf rogue. Whenever Cradle of Baldur's Gate deals combat damage to a player, that player loses 1 life and mills a card, then you gain 1 life and scry 1. Whenever you attack, you may pay 2 colorless. If you do, target creature can't be blocked this turn. Oh no! I'm gonna have problems! I like it! Oh... Okay. Feywild Trickster. It's a 2/2 gnome warlock. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, create a 1/1 blue fairy dragon creature token with flying. Well, fairy dragon. Oh, they're evil little shits. I like them. Why do you gotta look so playful? Oh. Okay. Soul Knife Spy. It's a 3/2 elf rogue. Whenever Soul Knife Spy deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh man, don't tell me this. I might have to load up my streaming card and go buy a bunch of booster boxes. Alright. Shortcut Seeker. Oh, what is this shit? It's a 2/5 human rogue. Whenever Shortcut Seeker deals combat damage to a player, venture into the dungeon. Right click for more information. Whoa. What the? Dungeon of the Mad Mage. You enter the Yawning Portal, you gain 1 life. Dungeon level, scry 1. And then you have to choose which path you're gonna go. Either Goblin Bazaar, which creates a treasure token, or you go to the Twisted Caverns and target creature can't attack until next turn. Then you go to Lost level and scry 2. And then you have to choose again. Which path do you want to take? The Ruined Stone Caverns. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them. Or Muriel's Graveyard and create 2 1/1 black skeleton creature tokens. Then you go deeper into the mines and scry 3. And then you enter the Mad Wizard's Lair. Draw 3 cards and reveal them. You may cast 1 of them without paying its mana cost. Then... Snickerdoodles. Alright. Oh man, and then I done messed it up. Or you can go diving into the Lost Mine of Foundelver. And you enter the cave entrance and you scry 1. And then you must pick which tunnel to go down. The Goblin Lair, which creates a 1/1 red goblin creature token. Or you go down the mine tunnels and create a treasure token. Because the treasure apparently was unguarded. Then... depending on if you go down the Goblin Lair, you have 2 different choices you can go to. The storeroom, and you get to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature because you managed to find yourself some pretty good armor. Or you go down into the dark pool. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Or if you've chosen the mine tunnels, you either choose one of 2 choices. Either go to the dark pools, again where each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life, or you go to the Fungi Cavern, where target creature gets -4, -0 until your next turn. Probably messed with the wrong fungi. Either way, you end up into the Temple of Demothian, which allows you to draw a card. Then, you continue. Oh, no. Oh, maybe. Oh, shit. How the enter the first room of a dungeon. If already in a dungeon, advance to the next room instead. Okay, cool. Or you play with the Tomb of Annihilation. Trapped entry. Each opponent... Each player loses 1 life. And then you have to choose. Which path do you take? Veils of Fear. Each player loses 2 life unless they discard a card. Or... Albulette. Discard a card and sacrifice a creature. Wait, discard a card and sacrifice a creature, an artifact, and a land. Oh, Tomb of Annihilation, you're an asshole. But that is how that adventure works. If you've chosen Veils of Fear, you now enter into Sandfall Cell, which each player loses 2 life unless they sacrifice a creature, artifact, or land. And then, whether you've chosen to go down the 2 smaller rooms or the bigger room, you all enter into the Cradle of the Death God. Create the Atropol, a legendary 4/4 Black God horror creature token with Death Touch. Man. Oh man. Guys. Yay. I'm gonna be playing a lot of cards. Price of Loyalty. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. So it was mind controlled. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. If mana from a treasure was spent to cast this spell, that creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Oh, they're holding hands. The human and the gobbo. Until the gobbo bites his ankles. Alright. Devour Intellect. Target opponent discards a card. If a mana from a treasure was spent to cast a spell, instead that player reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, then that player discards that card. And then you're stupider. Because that's what Intellect Devourers do. Whoa, the name is backwards. Ooh, not very crafty, but good. Anyways. Oh, I see a gobbo. Swarming Goblins is a 4/3 goblin. Whenever swarming goblin enters the battlefield, roll a d20. On 1 to 9, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. On 10 to 19, create 2 of those tokens. And if you roll that beautiful natural 20, you create 3 of those tokens. Gobos! Damn, she looks evil as shit. Or he, or it. And I want. Alright, guys. The second big card. We've only been through 2 packs. And it's been roughly 18 minutes since we started opening these packs. And then the second big card is Adult Gold Dragon! 4/3, another dragon, flying, lifelink, and haste. Beautiful. 2 dragons. Oh no. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, you're pretty. Why do you look like a catfish in the head, though? Or am I looking at that weirdly? Okay. Oh, man. Alright, on to the next pack. Oh. No duplicates again. We did, unfortunately, manage to pull an uncommon and a common in the same pack. Free choice of what we want. That's kind of good, kind of bad. I fall both ways with it. Not sure whether I like it or not. Probably don't like it so much that there's 2 in 1 pack. But, you know. Alright, Iron Golem. It's a 5/3 Golem with Vigilance. Iron Golem attacks or blocks each combat if able. Okay. Because he's defending. Haha. Normally Iron Golems are defending something. Something of some kind of importance. Dude. Oh. Hobgoblin Captain. It's a 3/1 Goblin Barbarian with pack tactics. Whenever Hobgoblin Captain attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, Hobgoblin Captain gains first strike until end of turn. Ah. First strike, obviously, it just means that this creature gets to deal its combat damage before any creature without first strike or without double strike. Because double strike gives you basically first strike and then you get a hit again. So. Oh, man. So I've gotten dragons and gobos. Might build me one of each, depending on how many of each we get. But I still haven't used a lot of the free pick what cards you want, so, and we're about to get a bunch more. I might just build a dragon and a Gobbo deck anyways, whether I get all the cards I want or not. Alright, you see a guard approach, what do? Well, I don't normally play an evil or rogue or anything like that, so I'm going to see what he wants. Alright, it's an instant card. You choose one. You either distract the guard and tap a target creature, or you hide, and target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn. Woo! Oh, you piece of schnickerdoodles. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Next card. Delver's Torch. It's an equipment card. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. And whenever equipped creature attacks, venture into the dungeon. And it has an equip cost of 3. Now I believe these are all the same dungeons. These ones are, at least for this set. So we're not going to go back through the dungeons. That was a lot to do. But this will be up on YouTube. So if I went too fast for you or whatever, you guys can go back and be able to pause the video later and read through them if you don't already know what they do. Or you can always go online and take a look online at what the dungeon cards are. Alright. Silver Raven. That's a 1/1 bird creature with flying. When Silver Raven enters the battlefield, scry 1. Silver Raven, huh? The Raven Queen has a Silver Raven. And then the 2 extras. And the third big card is a free mythic rare. 3 of these fucking things in one damn pack. But we did get a free mythic rare of our choosing that we can create. So, that's good. That's good. We almost got one of each. I mean, the only thing that we didn't get in this pack was a free rare. So, onwards to the next pack. Alright, so we did get 2 duplicates already. That's alright. We did get a bunch of other ones, though. Alright, Dragon's Disciple. It's a 1/3 human monk. A Dragon's Disciple enters the battlefield. You may reveal a dragon card from your hand. If you do, or if you control a dragon, Dragon's Disciple enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. And dragons you control have Ward 1. What? Oh no! So it just makes all the cards cost 1 extra to be able to target your dragons. But, ooh! Okay. And then Loathsome Troll. It's a 6/2 troll with a... Oh my god! Who's the guy from the Minions? The creepy guy. That has the 3 girls. That's him! Alright, so if you pay 3 colors and a force, you roll a d20. Activate only if Loathsome Troll is in your graveyard. On 1 to 9, you put Loathsome Troll on top of your library. On 10 to 19, return Loathsome Troll to your hand. And on a natural 20, you return Loathsome Troll to the battlefield tapped. Then we got Circle of the Moon Druid. He's a 2/4 human elf druid with bear form. As long as it's your turn, Circle of the Moon Druid is a bear with base power and toughness 4/2. It loses all other creature types. So it no longer becomes a human elf druid. It is now just a bear. A bear. We have already had improvised weaponry. Damn it. There we go again. Alright, Hired Hexblade. It's a 2/2 elf warlock. When Hired Hexblade enters the battlefield, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Because you fucked with the Hexblade warlock. You come to the Null Camp? That's an instant card. You choose 1. Intimidate them. Up to 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Or you fend them off and target creature gets +3/+1 until end of turn. And then we have Price of Loyalty again. Which is, you know, you gotta have multiples. And then the third big card. Minion of the Mighty. It's a 0/1 Kobold with Menace. Oh shit. And pack tactics. Whenever Minion of the Mighty attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, you may put a dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Damn it. Alright, he's going in the dragon deck. Just because. That is awesome. You little vicious, ferocious kobold all by yourself. With a red dragon flying above you. Chaos around you. Oh. Alright. Onwards. Whew. Cloister Gargoyle. It's a 0/4 gargoyle. When Cloister Gargoyle, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that's wrong. Cloister? Is that Cloister Gargoyle? Enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. As long as you've completed a dungeon, Cloister Gargoyle gets +3/+0 and has flying. I don't know how the dungeon cards work. I'm assuming each turn you get to go move farther into the dungeon. Unsure. I mean, that just makes the most sense. But yeah. And I don't know if it allows you or not allow you to attack or defend with them if they are in a dungeon. So we'll have to figure that out and see what's going on. And yeah. All right. You happen on a glade. It's an instant spell. Choose one. Journey on and search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Or you can make camp and return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. You know, because they healed. Bar the gate! There's a gold dragon coming through! Counter target creature or planeswalker spell. Venture into the dungeon. Oh man, dungeon deck. Let's see, we got a dragon deck we want, we got a goblin deck we want, we got dungeon deck we want, we got the rolling the dice, because who doesn't love rolling dice? Oh, Yuan-Ti Fangblade. That's a 2/2 snake rogue with death touch. Whenever Yuan-Ti Fangblade deals combat damage to a player, venture into the dungeon. A mimic. It's a treasure. Oh no, it's not treasure. Treasure artifact. You can tap it, sacrifice Mimic, and add 1 mana of any color. Or you may pay 2 colorless, and Mimic becomes a shapeshifter artifact creature with base power and toughness, 3/3, until end of turn. You hear something on watch. What is it? Choose one. Rouse the party. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Or set off traps. This deals 5 damage to target attacking creature. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Ranger's Longbow. It's an equipment artifact. Equipped creature gets +2/+1 and has reach. You equipped it for 3 colorless. The next big card is Swords Meteor Swarm. 9th level spell. Meteor Swarm deals 8 damage divided as you choose among X target creatures and or planeswalkers. Oh, so you have to pay to see what X is. I think that's like that on a couple other ones too, so never mind. Oh, 9th level spellcaster, huh? Alright. Alright. Oh, swarming gobbles! Got the second one! Woo! Alright. Dungeon Crawler. It's a 2/1 zombie. Dungeon Crawler enters the battlefield tapped. Whenever you complete a dungeon, you may return Dungeon Crawler from your graveyard to your hand. Apparently the dungeon resets. Chaos Channeler. It's a 4/3 human shaman. Wild magic surges when Chaos Channeler attacks. Roll a d20. 1 to 9, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. On 10 to 19, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. And if you roll that beautiful natural 20, exile the top 3 cards of your library, and you may play them this turn. You got a Deadly Dispute. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or a creature, and you draw 2 cards, and you create yourself a treasure token. Gloomstalker is a 2/3 dwarf or ranger. As long as you've completed a dungeon, Gloomstalker has double strike. Planar Ally is a 3/3 angel with flying. Whenever Planar Ally attacks, venture into the dungeon. Yes, buddy. Ooh, you found a secret door. It's a 0/4 wall artifact creature token with Defender. If you pay 4 colorless and that beautiful island, you can venture into the dungeon, activate only as a sorcery. And then the Swarming Gobos, the Swarming Goblins. Oh. And then, for the next big card, Instrument of the Bards. It's a legendary artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a harmony counter on Instrument of the Bards. You may pay 3 colorless and a force, tap it, search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to the number of harmony counters on Instrument of the Bards, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If that card is legendary, create a treasure token, then shuffle. Oh man. That is awesome. Alright. Onward. Okay, we got a couple of duplicates and a free mythic because we just opened this pack. And we got Battlecry Goblin. It's a 2/2 goblin. You pay 1 colorless and a mountain. Goblin creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. It also has pack tactics. Whenever Battlecry Goblin attacks, if you attack with creatures, if you attack with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. Oh my. Take two of my favorite things, smash them together, and what do you get? A very happy adult kid. Barbarian class. It's an enchantment class. Gain the next level as a sorcery to add its ability. If you roll one or more dice, instead roll that many dice plus one and ignore the lowest roll, so you get advantage. You do have to pay one colorless and a mana to venture on to the next level. Whenever you roll one or more dice, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. And then, to advance to the next level, you must pay 2 colorless and a mountain, and creatures you control have haste this turn. And then we got Bar the Gate again. And then Dawnbringer Cleric. It's a 1/3 human cleric. When Dawnbringer Cleric enters the battlefield, choose one. You either cure wounds, and you gain 2 life. What happened to 8 plus your modifier, man? Come on now. Or you can dispel magic, which destroys target enchantment. Or you Gentle Repose, which exiles target creature from a graveyard. Armory Veteran. It's a 2/2 Orc Warrior. As long as Armory Veteran is equipped, it has Menace. Menace. A creature with Menace can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. And then you're ambushed on the road again. What are you doing this time? And then you got Dire Wolf Prowler. You're a 2/2 wolf. It's a 2/2 wolf. You're not a 2/2 wolf. It is a 2/2 wolf. And you can pay a colorless and a force, and Dire Wolf Prowler gets +2/+2 and gains haste until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. That's pretty good. And then another Ebon Death Dracolich. Oh no, you guys. You're such a beautiful dragon. Can I pet you? Oh, you're so pretty. Alright. Onwards. Alright, couple duplicates, another free common. A couple good duplicates. Oh, a duplicate, a good duplicate. Okay. Plate Armor. It's an equipment artifact. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and has Ward 1. Equipped for 3, this ability costs 1 less to activate for each other equipment you control. Okay. Equipment deck. That could be fun though, depending on the equipment. Alright, Clattering Skeletons. It's a 4/3 skeleton. When Clattering Skeleton dies, venture into the dungeon. Because you just defeated the guards to the dungeon you were heading into. Djinn Windseer is a 3/3 Djinn. Flying. When Djinn Windseer enters the battlefield, roll a d20. With a 1 to 9, you scry 1. With a 10 to 19, you scry 2. And if you roll that beautiful natural 20, you scry 3. Oh man. Oh man. Steadfast Paladin is a 2/2 Dwarf Knight with lifelink. Because dwarves are amazing. Stumpy little shits that are powerful and drunk and amazing as all be. And can take on those orcs like it's nothing. Get 'em. Alright, and the big card for this pack is Long Rest. Return X target cards with different mana values from your graveyard to your hand. If 8 or more cards were returned to your hand this way, your life total becomes equal to your starting life total. Exile Long Rest. That could be a beautiful late game life-saving card. Wow. Look at that. An elf, a human, and then the tieflings just sit, kicked back, relax. Man, how long have you been asleep that they were able to set that candle on your foot and it melted to your foot? What the shit? Please tell me that's illusion magic. Or you just one dumbass tiefling. You are not aware. Oh, you're not very wisdomatic. That's what it is. Alright. Onwards. No. Drink first. Alright, guys. Alright. Got another uncommon one. Okay. And we got a duplicate. That's fine. You find some prisoners. You choose one. It's an instance card. Is this the new D&D MTG set only in this game, or will there be released? Actual set released, Caitlin. Yeah, so there's already, yeah, I guess the set has already actually released. It will actually be a full set. I'm super excited. This makes me not really want to go anywhere else for any other sets, because I'm a big-ass nerd. And I spent money on gems to then buy packs, because that's what you do as a streamer. You spend money on your games if they have it available. Not all do, some do. I just happen to be one of those streamers. Yeah. You find some prisoners. You choose one. Break their chains, destroy target artifact, or interrogate them. Exile the top 3 cards of target opponent's library. You choose one of them. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. And then we go to Bull's Strength. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Untap it. This is an old card from an older set. It's been around for a while. It was a bit more powerful than the 2/2, but it didn't untap it. It, I believe, gave +4/+4, +5/+5, and trample, though. Kick in the door, like all barbarians or dwarves. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That creature gains haste until end of turn, and can't be blocked by walls this turn. Then you venture into the dungeon. Spare Dagger. Where was that one hiding? It's an equipment artifact. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice Spare Dagger. When you do, this creature deals 1 damage to any target, and it has an equip cost of 1. Arborea Pegasus is a 2/3 Pegasus with flying. Giant growth, 3/3 trample. Oh, that's what it was. Thank you, Jeremy. When Arboreal Pegasus enters the battlefield, target creature gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. And then the big card for this pack is Circle of Dreams Druid. So it's a 2/1 Elf Druid. You tap it, add 1 forest for each creature you control. Ooh. Then, on to the next pack. Alright, starting to come into more and more duplicates, which is fine and fun. We need them for decks. Alright, Druid class. It's an enchantment class. To gain the next ability, when you first play it, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. To reach level 2, you have to pay 2 colorless and a forest. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. And then to reach level 3, you pay 4 colorless and a forest. Whenever this class becomes level 3, target land you control becomes a creature with haste, and this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. It's still a land. Overrun was one of the other. All creatures gain 3/3 trample. Sapling Deck Mayhem back in the day. Yes, I remember that. Oh, that was so much fun and a pain in the ass to deal with. Alright, Wandering Troubadour. It's a 4/2 Dragon Bard. At the beginning of your end step, if you had a land enter the battlefield under your control this turn, venture into that dungeon. Altar Guard Ranger? Maybe, I don't know. 4/1 Human Elf Ranger. It has reach. When Altar Guard Ranger enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Apparently, this Ranger won Beastmaster. Nice. You see a guard approach. We've had this one already. Dwarfhold Champion is a 3/1 Dwarf Warrior. As long as Dwarfhold Champion is equipped, it gets +0/+2. And we had Armory Veteran. Goblin Javelineer. It's a 1/1 Goblin Warrior with haste. Whenever Goblin Javelineer becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to target creature blocking it. Another Gobbo for the Gobbo deck. And the next big card is another free Mythic Rare. That is the second one we've had in 10 packs. Alright. Next pack. We got a Cleric class this time. So, Cleric class is if you gain life, you gain life. Wait, if you gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead. To gain to the second level, it's a 3 colorless, 1 plains. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And to reach level 3, you have to pay 4 colorless and a plains. When this class becomes level 3, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You gain life equal to its toughness. You just raised a party member. And then we got a Displacer Beast. It's a 3/2 cat beast. When Displacer Beast enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. Displacement. Pay 3 colorless and an island. Return Displacer Beast to its owner's hand. I am so glad they put the Displacer Beast in. I love it. It's amazing. He looks badass. Love the artwork on this card. The fact that they got it to look like it's blurring. Constantly moving. Oh, ha, ha. Alright, you come to a river. What do? Choose one. Fight the current. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Or find a crossing. Target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. And can't be blocked this turn. Faradah's Fireball? Faradah's Fireball deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Roll a d20. On 1 to 9, Faradah's Fireball deals 2 damage to each player. 10 to 20, Faradah's Fireball deals 2 damage to each opponent. So it already is going to deal 5 damage to a creature or a planeswalker, and then you're either going to do 2 damage to each player or 2 damage to each opponent. Wait, what? Oh, to each player, so it could actually hit you. Oh, okay, got it. Well, most wizards didn't ask how big the room was. They just cast Fireball. So, yes, duplicate on the Goblin. Super excited. Love it. Kicking the door again. And then Spoils of the Hunt. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each mana from a treasure that was spent to cast this spell when that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. Woo! Alright. And the next big card is Forsworn Paladin. It's a 1/1 human knight with menace. You may pay 1 and a swamp and then tap this creature. Pay 1 life and you get to create a treasure token. Or you can pay 2 colorless and a swamp and target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. If mana from a treasure was spent to activate this ability, that creature also gains Death Touch until end of turn. Treasure tokens look like they're going to be a big thing in this set. It does a lot of extra bonuses for playing a treasure token. I like it. Gonna have to buy a lot of treasure tokens. I'm excited. Alright, onwards. Alright. Okay, so we have a couple of duplicates again. Not bad though. Can always use duplicates in decks. Love it. Prosperous Innkeeper. He's a 1/1 halfling citizen. When Prosperous Innkeeper enters the battlefield, create yourself a treasure token. Should create a food token. Because you know, he's an innkeeper, not a treasure. Alright, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Come rest in my inn. Alright. Gotta use your loot. But he's an innkeeper, man. He's not an adventurer that goes out on these adventures. I mean, adventurers come to him and spend their loot on him. Alright. Thieves' Tools. It's an equipment card. When Thieves' Tools enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. That makes a lot of sense. Equipped creature can't be blocked as long as its power is 3 or less. Equipped creature has 2 color, to equip it, it's 2 colorless. Okay. Cool. There's already a couple cards we've already opened, or have gotten, that, as long as it deals combat damage to a player, good things happen, so that would be good. Unexpected Windfall. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. Oh, yeah, buddy. What deck is that? You don't want that deck in your hand. What is that deck, midget? It's a really bad deck to have in Magic, or in World of Warcraft. Fuck my life, man. In Dungeons and Dragons. Alright. Priest of Ancient Lore. It's a 2/1 Dwarf Cleric. When Priest of Ancient Lore enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life and you get to draw a card. That is amazing. Life is always good. Getting extra cards in your hand, always good. And then the big card is Sphere of Annihilation. Sphere of Annihilation enters the battlefield with X void counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile Sphere of Annihilation. All creatures and planeswalkers with mana value less than or equal to the number of void counters on it, and all creatures and planeswalker cards in graveyards with mana value less than or equal to the number of void counters on it. What? Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what Sphere of Annihilation does. It fucks your world up. Don't get near it. Don't touch it. Just, you see it? No, I didn't see that. I'm walking away. Alright. Alright. Oh, here we go again. What is this? Going to be another free mythic rare? Or is it going to be the rare one this time? Last time we had this set up. Alright, Wild Shape. Choose one until end of turn. Target creature you control has base power and toughness. Wait, until end of turn, target creature you control has that base power and toughness, becomes the creature type, and gains that ability. 1/3 turtle with hexproof, or a 1/5 spider with reach, or a 3/3 elephant with trample. Awesome. Alright. Yes, these are from the D&D set. I bought almost 2 booster boxes worth of these to open on stream and enjoy and have fun, because I'm a nerd, love Magic, love D&D, and they mashed them together, so I spent some money on it. Alright. Half-elf monk. It's a 1/4 human elf monk. No, it is a 1/4 human half-elf monk. Get it straight. Vigilance. Oh, it's human elf. Never mind. Ignore me. There I go. Not, yeah. With Vigilance, Stunning Strike. 1 colorless and a plains. Tap it. Tap target creature. Swarming Goblins. Got it again. That's 3. Beautiful. And then Armory Veteran again. And then Scion of Stygia? I don't know. 2/1 Tiefling Shaman though. And it has Flash. You play it on your opponent's turn. Play it anytime. You can play an instance, which is anytime. Cone of Cold. When Scion of Stygia enters the battlefield, choose target creature and opponent controls. Then roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, you tap that creature. 10 to 20, you tap that creature, and it doesn't untap on its controller's next untap step. Love it. And then a 0/4 jellyfish creature with flying and defender. Love these little bastards. They're a pain in the ass. When Flump is dealt damage, you and target opponent each draw a card. Yeah, we just got paid, and my check was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, so I might convince the wife to let me buy a booster box. Because I'm a nerd, and I'm excited. Alright, that is awesome. It's weird to have as like a rare big card, But for the creature in D&D versus now, but I do like it. They are pretty powerful in D&D. Can be, especially if you play them right. My party may or may not be coming up on some of these soon. Alright. Oh my, all duplicates except for one so far, guys. We've opened 14 packs. Alright, so we got the Iron Golem again. We got Wild Shape again. Bar the Gate for like the third or fourth time. Zombie Ogre. It's a 3/5 Zombie Ogre. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, venture into the dungeon. Because who doesn't like dungeoning? Delving. Fuck. Here we go again. Shortcut Seeker. We've had it again. This is the second one we've gotten. 4 of them. I now have 4. All 4 will be going into my Gobbo deck. And then Thieves' Tools again. And then Delina Wild Mage, a 3/2 legendary creature, Elf Shaman. When Delina Wild Mage attacks, choose target creature you control, then roll a d20. On a 1 to 14, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary, and it has exile this creature at the end of combat. Or, between 15 and 20, create one of those tokens, you may roll again. You know how many natural 20s I roll on a regular basis? I'm about to have me a lot of copies of it. All tapped and attacking. Game on. That is awesome. Whew. Alright. And if you play the game, you can always put in the code play D&D and get 3 free packs. Alright, so we did get a couple more first. And got a couple of duplicates, not as many as the last pack. So, Intrepid Outlander is a 2/3 Orc Ranger with Reach and has pack tactics. Whenever Intrepid Outlander attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, venture into that dungeon. We already have all 3 dungeons already read. They could have done more. Pretty sure of it. That would have been fun. Maybe they did. Maybe they'll come out with more. Maybe they'll do a full block of D&D. That would be cool. Become my favorite block ever. Drider, a 4/3 elf spider with reach. When Drider deals combat damage to a player, create a 2/1 black spider creature token with menace and reach. Oh, beautiful. Horde Robber is a 1/3 tiefling rogue. When Horde Robber deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Devoted Paladin is a 4/4 Orc Knight with Beacon of Hope. When Devoted Paladin enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain Vigilance until end of turn. Dude, I'm down. We will totally do this, man. Yes. Okay. Yes, I agree. Shambling Ghast. It's a 1/1 zombie. When Shambling Ghast dies, choose one. Brave the Stench. Target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Or search the body. Create a treasure token. I love it. Alright. Big card is another Long Rest. That's a good end game card. Alright. Oh my. Oh, we got another dragon. Alright. Green Dragon, a 4/4 dragon with flying, and it has Poison Breath. When Green Dragon enters the battlefield, until end of turn, whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt damage, destroy that bitch. Because fuck you, Daniel, and all your damn evil shithead creatures. Blink Dog. It's a 1/1 dog with double strike. Teleport. Pay 3 colors and a plains. Blink Dog phases out. Treat it and anything attached to it as though they don't exist until your next turn. Eyes of the Beholder. Holy shit! Target creature gets target creature gets -11 until end of turn. Why not dead? Because that dude looks like he's being disintegrated. I guess it would be dead. Oh. Way to counter the equipment card that gives you +20/+20. Air Cult Elemental. 2/5 Elemental with flying. It has Whirlwind. When Air Cult Elemental enters the battlefield, return up to one other target creature to its owner's hand. +2 mace. Oh, a +2 mace. Okay. Hey, they did this one right. It's an equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. And it has an equip cost of 3. And then we already had Circle of the Moon Druid. And we already had Thieves' Tools. This is the third one we've gotten. And the big card is Eye of Vecna. When Eye of Vecna enters the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose 2 life. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2 colorless. If you do, you draw a card and lose 2 more life. Oh yeah, buddy. Legendary artifact. Alright. Got some first. Again, same thing, man. We got a bunch of those. We're already up to 9 common, 23 uncommon, 7 rare, and 8 mythic rare. That we could choose any card we want to create. Aberrant Mind Sorcerer is a 3/4 human elf shaman. Psionic spells. When Aberrant Mind Sorcerer enters the battlefield, choose target instance or sorcery card in your graveyard, then roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, you may put that card on top of your library. Between 10 and 20, you return that card to your hand. We got Zombie Ogre again. Contact Other Plane. It's an instant spell. You roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, you draw 2 cards. On 10 to 19, you scry 2, then draw 2 cards. On a natural 20, you scry 3, then draw 3 cards. Beautiful. I'm so excited. Feign Death. Until end of turn, target creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Because, fuck you. I love that creature. Right? Null Hunter. It's a 2/2 Null with Pack Tactics. Whenever Null Hunter attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, put a +1/+1 counter on Null Hunter. And then the big card for this pack is Guardian of Faith, a 3/2 Spirit Knight with Vigilance and Flash. When Guardian of Faith enters the battlefield, any number of other target creatures you control phase out. Treat them and anything attached to them as though they don't exist until their controller's next turn. Goodbye the entire other side of my opponents. Because now I can fuck your world up until the end of my next turn. Oh, your next turn. Beautiful. Come on now. Go away, because we've got another pack to open up. Alright, guys. Alright. Come on. Some good cards. Show me the love. Alright. Only 2 first so far. Plenty of duplicates. Guild Thief. It's a 1/1 Orc Rogue. Whenever Guild Thief deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Cunning action. Pay 3 colorless and an island. Guild Thief can't be blocked this turn. Beautiful. You're a bastard. That's a good idea, though. I love it. Feywild Trickster again. Silver Raven again. Pixie Guide. It's a 1/3 fairy with flying. Grant an advantage. If you would roll 1 or more dice, instead roll that many dice +1 and ignore the lowest roll. Oh, man. I'm might have to build, that might be the first deck I build as a D20 deck. We got another Dijin Windseer. Another Faraday's Days, whatever the fuck it is, Fireball. Oh, we have another Scions. Did you? I don't know, man. I give up on some of these names. I'm bad at trying to figure these out. And then the big card for this pack is Cave of the Frost Dragon. It's a land. If you control 2 or more other lands, Cave of the Frost Dragon enters the battlefield tapped. So, don't have any other lands, play that one first? Or one other land? Okay, so you tap it and add 1 plains. Or you can pay 4 colorless and a plains. Cave of the Frost Dragon becomes a 3/4 white dragon creature with flying until end of turn. It's still a land. 5-tone dragon deck. I bet you I can make it work. I can figure it out. Dude. I haven't even been... Some of this artwork has been fucking amazing. Oh. Alright, next pack. Alright, so we've got another rare. Only 2 new cards for this pack. Got another dragon, though. So we got another one of these. That's our 3rd or 4th one now? 4th one. Black Dragon, a 4/4 dragon flying in Acid Breath. When Black Dragon enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-3 until end of turn. We got Spare Dagger again. We got Null Hunter again. Dawnbringer Cleric again. Brazen Dwarf. It's a 1/3 Dwarf Shaman. When you roll 1 or more dice, Brazen Dwarf deals 1 damage to each opponent. D20 deck, you could fuck up an opponent just by rolling dice. Isn't that what you do in D&D anyways? Another Shortcut Seeker. And the big card from this pack is a free rare. Alright. Next pack. This will be the 20th pack we've opened so far of this set. Alright, so 4 duplicates, 3 new so far. Sheshra Death Whisper is a 1/3 legendary creature, human elf warlock. Bewitching Whispers. When Sheshra Death Whisper enters the battlefield, target creature blocks this turn if able. Whispers of the Grave. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, you may pay 2 life. If you do, you draw yourself a card. Hunter's Mark. This spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a blue permanent you don't control. This spell can't be countered. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. That's pretty good. I like that. Dang. Hired Hexblade again. Neverwinter Dryad is a 1/1 Dryad. You pay 2 colorless, sacrifice Neverwinter Dryad, search your library for a basic forest card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Dijin Windseer, we've had it already. It's another duplicate. Improvised Weaponry, duplicate. Price of Loyalty, another duplicate. This is the one with the goblin holding the human's hand, because, you know, they're buddies now, because he was mind controlled. And the big card for this pack is Fighter Class. Alright, so when it enters the battlefield, whenever a fighter class enters the battlefield, search the library for an equipment card, reveal it, and put it on into your hand, then shuffle. To reach level 2, you have to pay 1 colorless, a mountain, and a plains. Equipped abilities you activate cost 2 less to activate. To reach level 3, it costs 3 colorless, a mountain, and a plains. Whenever equipped creature you control attacks, up to 1 target creature blocks if this combat... Wait, blocks it this combat if able. There we go. Shit, that was... yeah, fun to say. So, we've gotten 4 of the classes already? 4 or 5 of the classes already? And there's like 9 of them? Should be 9 of them if they do all the D&D classes. 10. 13. Something. I give up. Alright. Okay. 3 new firsts. Another common. And a couple of duplicates. Alright. Kalain Reclusive Painter is a 1/2 legendary creature, human elf bard. When Kalain Reclusive Painter enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Other creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on them for each mana from a treasure spent to cast them. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ah! There's painting a Displacer Beast! A badass looking Displacer Beast. Skullport Merchant. As a 1/4 dwarf citizen, when Skullport Merchant enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. That one makes sense. He looks like a deviant little bastard. Pay 1 colorless on a swamp, sacrifice another creature or a treasure, and you get to draw a card. We got another Mimic. Underdark Basilisk. It's a 1/2 Basilisk with Death Touch, because that's what they do. They kill you. And turn your loss to stone. Another Thieves' Tools. Another Half-Elf Monk. That Null don't look very vicious. It looks like a cartoon. And then a common card, and then the big card is Minion of the Mighty! 0/1 Kobold. That's a duplicate, but it is going in the Dragon deck. Woo, man. Alright. Alright, more first. Got another uncommon. Choose your weapon. Choose one. 2-weapon fighting. Double target creature's power and toughness until end of turn. Or archery. This spell deals 5 damage to target creature with flying. Amazing. And scary. Alright. Blue Dragon. It's a 5/5 dragon. Flying. With Lightning Breath. When Blue Dragon enters the battlefield until your next turn, target creature an opponent controls gets -3, -0. Up to one other target creature gets -2, -0. And up to one other target creature gets -1, -0. That is... We got the Draco Lich twice. Black Dragon, Green Dragon, Gold Dragon, Blue Dragon. Got 5 dragons already. Another Silver Raven. Another Dwarf Hold Champion. Veteran Dungeoneer is a 3/4 human warrior. When Veteran Dungeoneer enters the battlefield, venture into that dungeon. Yeah, buddy. Got another Dire Wolf Prowler. Compelled Duel. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn and must be blocked this turn if able. Dude, you're a tiny ass human to that, or elf to that. Fuck, what the hell is that? Like a massive. Somebody casting large on a elf. And the big card is Orb of Dragonkind. Alright. Pay 1 colorless, tap it. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast dragon spells or activate abilities of dragons. And if you pay a mountain and tap it, sacrifice Orb of Dragonkind, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may reveal a dragon card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Hell yeah. Oh man. All the different styles of dragon decks. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Oh no, what did I do? I hope I didn't just double pop that. Alright. Death Priest of Miracle? Whatever. 2/2 Tiefling Cleric. Skeletons, vampires, and zombies you control get +1/+1. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, you may pay 1 colorless. If you do, you get to create a 1/1 black skeleton creature token. And then a bunch of duplicates plus an uncommon and a common. You hear something on watch. Devoted Paladin. Vampire Spawn, and Shortcut Seeker. The big card is a white, a 3/2 zombie soldier. White enters battlefield tapped. Has life drain. Whenever a creature dealt damage by white this turn dies, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token and exile that card. Oh, I think I did. Alright. Got quite a bit of new ones on this one. 50 feet of rope. It's an artifact. Climb over. Tap. Target wall can't block this turn. Tie up. Pay 3 colorless and tap it. Target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Or repel down. Pay 4 colorless. Tap it. Venture into the dungeon. Activate only as a sorcery. And then another Dragon's Disciple. That is the 5th one we've gotten. No, it can't be, because I would have gotten... Maybe it is? I don't know. You see a guard approach. Null Hunter. And then Earth Cult Elemental, which is a 6/6 Elemental. Siege Monster. When Earth Cult Elemental enters the battlefield, roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, each player sacrifices a permanent. On 10 to 19, each opponent sacrifices a permanent. And on a natural 20, each opponent sacrifices 2 permanents. Hell yeah. Clever Conjurer is a 2/3 gnome wizard. Has Mage Hand. Tap it. Untap target permanent not named. Clever Conjurer. Activate only as a sorcery. And Mordekainen's Polymorph. It's an instant spell. Until end of turn, target creature becomes a dragon with base power and toughness 4/4 and gains flying. It loses all other creature types. Man. Alright. Hell yeah. Then, True Polymorph. Target artifact or creature becomes a copy of another target artifact or creature. No way. Hell yeah. Just start copying all the dragons. No, Gobos. Gobos. Alright. Got another free rare. Magic Missile! And it can't be countered. The spell can't be countered. Magic Missile deals 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 targets. Works exactly like Magic Missiles in D&D, except for you can counter Magic Missile in D&D. Keen-Eared Sentry is a 2/1 human soldier. You have hexproof. Each opponent... Oh, you have hexproof! Oh! Each opponent can't venture into the dungeon more than once each turn. Amazing. Ranger's Longbow. We've had this one already. You find the villain's lair. Choose one. Foil their scheme, counter target spell, or learn their secrets, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Evolving Wilds. Another Mimic. And Sylvan Shepherd. It's a 2/3 human druid with vigilance. Whenever Sylvan Shepherd attacks, roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, you gain 1 life. On a 10 to 19, you gain 2 life. And on that natural 20, you gain 5 life. Oh no! Oh! Orb of Dragonkind. Okay, we already had that one. Duplicate. I done fucked up, man. Alright. Only 1 new card. Multiple duplicates. We are... what? 26 packs in. Alright, we got another loathsome troll. Gru! That's it! Gru. He looks like Gru. Alright. Rust Monster. It's a 2/1 beast with first strike. Sacrifice an artifact. Rust Monster gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Sacrificing artifacts. Another Evolving Wilds. Another Dwarf Hold Champion. Another Spare Dagger. We're kicking in more doors. Another Bull Strength. And Orcra Jelly. It's a 0/0 ooze with Trample. Orcra Jelly enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. It has Split. When Orcra Jelly dies, if it had 2 or more +1/+1 counters on it, create a token that's a copy of it at the beginning of your next end step. The creature enters the battlefield with half that many +1/+1 counters on it, rounded down. Awesome. Those are a pain in the ass. All oozes are pains in the asses to fight. Alright. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Another common. A few duplicates. Alright. Feywild Trickster. That's like the third one we've gotten. Critical hit. It's an instant. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn. When you roll a natural 20, return critical hit from your graveyard to your hand. A natural 20 is a roll that displays 20 on the die. When you have to fucking say what a natural 20 is, it's not like you have any modifiers to add to it. That is awesome. Another Delver's Torch. Ranger's Hawk. It's a 1/1 bird with flying. You may pay 3 colorless, tap it, tap another untapped creature you control, and then you venture into the dungeon. Activate only as a sorcery. Another Arboreal Pegasus. Another Devoted Paladin. And then we have the Common Wild, and the big card is another Fighter class. Alright. Another free uncommon. We're just racking in those, man. Alright, another Sheshura's Death Whisper. We're going to split the party. That's a really bad idea. Choose target player. Return half the creatures they control to their owner's hand, rounded up. Oh, shit. Oh, man. That is amazing. That is... Oh. That is amazing. Another Brazen Dwarf. Dragon's Fire. Instant spell. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may reveal a dragon card from your hand, or choose a dragon you control. Dragon's Fire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker if you revealed a dragon card, or chose a dragon as you cast this spell. Dragon's Fire deals damage equal to the power of that card or creature instead. Wow. Okay. I like that. Another Devourer Intellect. Dueling Rapier is an equipment with flash. When Dueling Rapier enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+0, and it has an equip cost of 4. You hear something on watch again. And the big card is Galena Wildmage again. Alright. I like the artwork on this one. That looks so fucking cool. I really like the Displacer one though. That one's really good. Alright. All duplicates. So we gotta split the party again. We just had that in the last pack. Another uncommon wild card. Another Swarming Goblins. Improvised Weaponry. Veteran Dungeoneer. Brazen Dwarf. Earth Cult Elemental. And Demi-Lich, a 4/3 skeleton wizard. This spell costs 1 island less to cast for each instant and sorcery spell you've cast this turn. Whenever Demi-Lich tax, exile up to one target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard, copy it. You may cast that copy. You may cast Enemy Lich from your graveyard by exiling 4 instants and or sorcery cards from your graveyard in addition to paying its other costs. With the way this is worded, you could play this card for free. If you've played enough instants and sorcery spells. That is awesome. How much do you want to bet that this card's going to get banned in Standard? Somebody's going to find a way to break this card so bad that they're just going to be like, nope, it's out. Alright. Only one new one so far? Alright, Chaos Channeler again. Ray of Frost. An enchantment aura with flash. Enchant creature. When Ray of Frost enters the battlefield, if enchanted creature is red, tap it. As long as enchanted creature is red, it loses all abilities. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. So basically targeting red spells. Obviously. Duh. That's awesome. And it loses all abilities, so screw you guys and your abilities. Alright, Spare Dagger. Vampire Spawn. Scion of the Stygia? Whatever it is. I can't pronounce that shit. Arborea Pegasus. Pixie God. And Wish! You may play a card you own from outside the game this turn. Oh no, what is going on? Alright. Oh man. Alright. We got another Skullport Merchant. We got another You Happen on a Glade. We got another Brazen Dwarf. We got another Steadfast Paladin. We got another Earth Cult Elemental. Fate's Reversal. Return up to one target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and then you venture into the dungeon. Another common. And another Meteor Swarm. Lots of duplicates on the rares. Alright. Alright, more new firsts. And duplicates. Lurking Roper. I love the Roper. They're so much fun to play. It's a 4/5 horror. Lurking Roper doesn't untap during your untap step. Whenever you gain life, untap Lurking Roper. Another Kalain Reclusive Painter. That's painting a Displacer Beast. Ranger's Hawk. Yunti Fang Blade. Leather Armor. Wait! It's an equipment artifact. Equipped creature gets +0/+1 and has Ward 1. And it has a 0 equip cost. Activate only once each turn. Celestial Unicorn is a 3/2 unicorn. When you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Celestial Unicorn. The common card. And Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. It's a 2/3 Goblin Rogue. Other goblins you control get +1/+1. You pay 1 mountain, tap Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. Deals damage equal to the number of goblins that enter the battlefield under your control this turn to any target. You are my new best friend. Yeah, buddy. Going in the Gobbo deck. Alright. More first? Alright. Eccentric Apprentice is a 2/2 Tiefling Wizard with flying. When Eccentric Apprentice enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've completed a dungeon, up to one target creature becomes a bird with base power and toughness, 1/1, and flying until end of turn. Oh, excuse me, sorry guys. You see a pair of goblins. What do? You hug them and squeeze them and love them? Choose one. Charge them. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn, or you befriend them and you create 2/1/1 red goblin creature tokens. That would be me. Creating goblins all day long. We've got another Bar the Gate. We got another Faraday's Fireball. Scaled Herbalist, which is a 1/3 Lizard Druid. With tap, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. You find the Villain's Lair. Mordenkainen's Polymorph. And another Eye of Vecna. Alrighty then. Alright. Ingenious Smith is a 1/1 human artificer. When Ingenious Smith enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Whenever one or more artifacts enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Ingenious Smith. This ability triggers only once each turn. Got another uncommon. Got another Steadfast Paladin. We got another Devoted Paladin. We got another Mimic. Another Deadly Dispute. Another Mordenkainen's Polymorph. And the Hand of Vecna, which is a legendary artifact equipment. At the beginning of combat on your turn, equipped creature or a creature you control named Vecna gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Equipped it, either pay 1 life for each card in your hand, or you can pay 2 colorless to equip it. That's fucked up. I never have cards in my hand. Looks like I would have to play a blue deck so that I can have draw power. And find a card that allows me to have an unlimited hand size. Alright. Alright. You find some prisoners. We've had this one. Keen-eared Sentry. You have Hexproof. Another Mordenkainen's Polymorph. Another, you come to the Null Camp. Another Fate's Reversal. And Boots of Speed. Equipment artifact. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has haste. Has an equip cost of 1. And another, you find the Villain's Lair. And the big beautiful card is Planeswalker. Eliwick Tumblestrum is a legendary Planeswalker. Eliwick. +1, venture into the dungeon. -2, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. If it's legendary, you gain 3 life. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And for -7, you get an emblem with creatures you control have trample and haste and get +2/+2 for each differently named dungeon you've completed. Holy shit. +2/+2 for each. So there's 3 dungeons it looks like. So you get up to a +6/+6 if you've completed all 3 dungeons. Damn. And it starts at 4? Hell yeah. That's some good artwork too. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, Purple Worm. An 8/7 worm with Ward 2. This spell costs 2 colorless less to cast if a creature died this turn. Another Dragon's Disciple, which tells me that they don't do it in packs. You just lose out on cards when you open packs. Gloomstalker, we've had this one before. Underdark Basilisk. More Swarming Goblins. Perceptious Drop? Maybe? Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. When Perceptious Drop enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. Enchanted creature gets -2, -2. It gets -5, -5 instead, as long as you've completed a dungeon. Feign Death again. And Treasure Vault, Artifact Land. Tap it, add a colorless. Pay XX, tap it, sacrifice Treasure Vault, create X treasure tokens. Oh my. Oh my. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's good. I like that one. Alright. And just unlocked another mythic. Monk of the Open Hand is a 1/1 elf monk. Has Flurry of the Blows. Flurry of Blows. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Monk of the Open Hand. Cloister Gargoyle. Charmed Sleep. That's just sleep, I think. Enchant creature. When Charmed Sleep enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Good night. Big Dragon, most likely. Maybe Vecna, depending on what Vecna is. How bad she is. Alright, another Devourer Intellect. Another Planar Ally. Hoarding Ogre is a 3/3 Ogre. Whenever Hoarding Ogre attacks, roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, create a treasure token. On a 10 to 19, create 2 treasure tokens. And on that beautiful natural 20, create 3 treasure tokens. Another Common Wild. And Dancing Sword. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+1. Whenever equipped creature dies, you may have Dancing Sword become a 2/1 construct artifact creature with flying and ward 1. If you do, it isn't an equipment. And it has an equip cost of 1. Alright. We've gotten all of these before, so Iron Golem. Wandering Troubadour. You were ambushed on the road. Why are you traveling alone? Sylvan Shepherd. Secret Door. Priest of Ancient Lore. Brazen Dwarf. And a third Meteor Swarm. Come on, man. Alright. Couple new ones. Got another uncommon wild card. Grim Wanderer. It's a 5/3 Goblin Warlock with Flash. And it has a tragic backstory. Cast the spell only if a creature died this turn. Why? Alright. Charmed Sleep. Horde Robber. Minimus Containment is an enchantment aura. Enchant non-land permanent. Enchanted permanent is a treasure artifact with tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color, and it loses all other abilities. If it was a creature, it's no longer a creature. That's amazing. Planar Ally. Shambling Ghast. And a free mythic. Damn, guys, we've gone through 30 cards, or 30 packs already. Alright, another Blink Dog. Tiger Tribe Hunter. It's a 4/4 human barbarian with trample and pack tactics. Whenever Tiger Tribe Hunter attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Tiger Tribe Hunter deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to target creature. Manticore, right out of the player's handbook, or the Monster Manual's book. It's a 2/1 Manticore with flying and flash, tail spikes. When Manticore enters the battlefield, destroy target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Circle of the Moon Druid. Kick in the door. Veteran Dungeoneer. Jaded Sellsword is a 4/3 Dragon Warrior creature. When Jaded Sellsword enters the battlefield, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, it gains first strike and haste until end of turn. And the big pack is, or big card for this pack is Teleportation Circle. It's an enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to one target artifact or creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. I think instead of just wasting the cards that people have already opened, especially when you've spent money to get gems, to buy packs, to open these cards, you lose out once you're past 4. It vanishes. I think they should let you keep all of those and then set up a system where you can trade with people. It is a TCG, trading card game. I think that would be interesting and fun to do. That's just my opinion, though. I just thought about that. Help you get cards that you don't have, or cards that you want, especially if you're adding it for a deck. Alright. Another Wild Shape. Another Druid class. Another Armory Veteran. Another Planar Ally. Another Bull Strength. Another Fate's Reversal. Another Dueling Rapier. And the big card is another Elwick Tumblestrom. Alrighty, guys. Lots of duplicates. How many of y'all play that are in chat play D&D? You happen on a Glade? If you do play D&D, what's your favorite class to play? Got a Wizard class. When it enters the battlefield, you have no maximum hand size. There it is. Game over. I know a deck I'm building. To reach level 2, you got to pay 2 colorless and an island. Whenever this class becomes level 2, draw 2 cards. Level 3, you pay 4 colorless and an island. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. You see a guard approach. Spoils of the Hunt. Another Manticore. Mine would be Wizard, straight up. That's what I play constantly. Occasionally I'll switch off, but Wizard. Spare Dagger. Another common. And then the 4th meteor swarm. Alright. Another prosperous innkeeper. Another blink dog. I swear to God, I've said this one multiple times already. Arcane Investigator. It's a 2/1 elf wizard. Search the room. Pay 5 colorless and an island. Roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, you draw a card. On 10 to 20, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Deadly Dispute. Shortcut Seeker. Armory Veteran. Said a lot of these so many times. And then Wizard's Spellbook. Tap it, exile target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard, roll a d20, activate only as a sorcery. On a 1 to 9, copy that card. You may cast that card. That copy. 10 to 19, copy that card. You may cast the copy by paying 1 colorless rather than paying its mana cost. And on a natural 20, copy each card exiled with Wizard's Spellbook. You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana cost. Ooh. That's going to be a nightmare. That's going to be fun, though. Alright, guys. I know we only have 16 more packs to open, but I need to take a quick bio break. So I will be right back, finish off the packs, and then go through the other cards that we didn't get yet. Alright, guys. 16 more packs. We started with 59. There we go. Alright, another keen-eared sentry. Another uncommon. Another minimus containment. Another Circle of the Moon Druid. Another Yuan-Ti Fangblade. Another Steadfast Paladin. Another common. And another fighter class. Okay. Cool. Onwards. Ahaha. Ooh, we got a new one. Alright. Barbarian class. Had it. Targnar Demon Fang Null is a 2/2 legendary creature null. With Pack Tactics, whenever Targnar Demon Fang Null attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, attacking creatures get +1/+0 until end of turn. You can pay 2 colorless, a mountain, and a forest, double Targnar's power and toughness until end of turn. Make him a 4/4 for 4. Planar Ally, Ranger's Hawk, Secret Door, Thieves' Tools, another common, and Total Fire Giant Duke. It's a 7/3 legendary creature, giant barbarian with trample. Whenever Zalto Fire Giant Duke is dealt damage, venture into the dungeon. Dude, are those hellhounds? Are those just fucking elemental dogs? Shit. That's badass looking. I like it. Alright, we got first. Faraday Devil's Chosen is a 3/3 legendary creature tiefling warlock with Dark One's Own Luck. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, Faraday Devil's Chosen gains flying and menace until end of turn. If any of those results was 10 or higher, you also get to draw a card. Sudden Insight. Draw a card for each different mana value among non-land cards in your graveyard. Damn. Another Silver Raven. Another Dawnbringer Cleric. And Baleful Beholder is a 6/5 Beholder. When Baleful Beholder enters the battlefield, choose one. Anti-Magic Cone. Each opponent sacrifices an enchantment. Or Fear Ray. Creatures you control gain menace until end of turn. Yeah, buddy. Another Leather Armor. Another Devourer Intellect. And Xanthar Guild Kingpin 5/6 Legendary Creature Beholder. One of my favorite creatures in the entire game. Beginning of your upkeep, choose target opponent. Until end of turn, that player can't cast spells. You may look at the top card of their library anytime. You may play that top card of their library, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast spells this way. Xanthar, you beautiful beast. Oh. Alright, I'm done. That's all. I got Xanthar. Yep. Oh. Another Trickster's Talisman. Another Blue Dragon. Another Deadly Dispute. Another Spoils of the Hunter. Another Price of Loyalty. Another Armory Veteran. Another Brazen Dwarf. And another Cave of the Frost Dragon. Awesome. Onwards. Oh, okay. Reaper's Talisman is an artifact equipment. Whenever an equipped creature attacks, it gains Death Touch until end of turn. Whenever an equipped creature attacks alone, defending player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life, and it has an equip cost of 2. Another Keen-Eared Sentry. Unexpected Windfall. Gloomstalker. Dragon's Fire. Ultguard Ranger. Another common. And Yunti Malazin. A 2/1 Snake Rogue. Yun-Ti Malison can't be blocked as long as it's attacking alone. Whenever Yun-Ti Malison deals combat damage to a player, venture into the dungeon. Alright. Okay, we got a new one. Got another uncommon. Another 50 feet of rope. Another price of loyalty. Another bar of the gate. Another pixie guide. Another mimic. And Hill Giant Herd Gorger. It's a 7/6 giant. When Hill Giant Herd Gorger enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Dude, that's a huge puppy. And he looks angry. And Werewolf Pack Leader. A 3/3 human werewolf with pack tactics. Whenever Werewolf Pack Leader attacks, if you attack with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, draw a card. For 3 colorless and a forest until end of turn, Werewolf Pack Leader has base power and toughness 5/3, gains trample, and isn't a human. Oh, we got some first. And a new dragon, Red Dragon, a 4/4 dragon with flying, fire breathing. When Red Dragon enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage to each opponent. Take that, fire breathing dragon. You meet in a tavern. Stereotypical, but okay, choose one. Form a party. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of creature cards from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Or you can start a brawl, and creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Another Charmed Sleep. Another Veteran Dungeoneer. Another Faraday's Fireball. Another Steadfast Paladin. And Grim Bounty. It's a sorcery. Destroy target creature or planeswalker and create a treasure token. Oh, fuck my life. Alright, hold on a second, guys. Dex. Collection. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Just this. And there it is. Alright, Volo Guide to Monsters is a 3/2 legendary creature human wizard. Whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature you control or a creature card in your graveyard, copy that spell. A copy of a creature spell becomes a token. Sweet! Alright, back to the packs. I fucked up and hit the wrong button. Alright. Another Ray of Frost. Another Skullport Merchant. Another Baleful Beholder. Another Minimus Containment. Valor Singer is a 2/3 Tiefling Bard. Combat Inspiration. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Unexpected Windfall. Hoarding Ogre. He looks so happy and pleased. Decked out in all those fine jewels. And a rare. Give me something good. Give me something real good. Alright, got Eccentric Apprentice again. This is only the second time we've gotten that one, I believe, though. Rally Maneuver. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Up to one other target creature gets +0/+2 and gains lifelink until end of turn. Pixie Guide. Kick in the Door. Mimic. Arcane Investigator. Another common. And... what the shit? That was creepy. Alright, Ranger class. So when you play it, when Ranger class enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. At level 2, pay for 1 colorless and a forest. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. And if you pay 3 colorless and a forest to reach level 3, you may look at the top card of your library. Anytime, you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. What the hell? Why does it keep doing that? Alright. Okay, so I have 20 common, 35 uncommon, 14 rare, 10 mythic rare. I can take any of those and go create any card of that rarity with one of those. So if there's a mythic rare I don't have, or there's a mythic rare that I want to add a second one to my deck and I don't have a copy of it, I can spend one of the mythic rares and create the card. So at this point, I could create 79 cards of my choosing. Sudden Insight. Another red dragon. Silver Raven. Boots of Speed. Paladin's Shield. It's an artifact equipment with flash. When Paladin's Shield enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. The equipped creature gets +0/+2. It also has the equip cost of 3. Yeah, it's real nice. I like it. That's how I've gotten some of my cards for my decks that I've got built currently. That's how I actually built my Gobbo deck. I had a lot of Gobbos, but there was some that I wanted more of than just what I had. And there was a couple others that I didn't have that I did want for the deck. So, Ultgard Ranger. Earth Cult Elemental. And Dancing Sword again. No duplicates. No. So they don't go in your deck. It actually expends the wild and creates the card permanently for you. So now you've added that one to your collection. I'll show you here after we open up these packs exactly how they work. Because I'm going to do it with a couple of cards from this set anyway, so. Alright, Feywild Trickster. You happen on a Glade. Horde Robber. Brazen Dwarf. Deadly Dispute. Dire Wolf Prowler. Yes, it's only for Magic the Gathering Arena. It's just allowing arenas allowing you to be able to get cards you don't have. They're not going to put those in packs, and then you can take it to a store to trade it out for a card. Steadfast Paladin. And another Treasure Vault. Free common, free uncommon, and just unlocked a rare. Aberrant Mind Sorcerer. Gloomstalker. Planar Ally. Bull Strength. You hear something on watch. And Forsworn Paladin again. Alright, so we got Trickster's Talisman. Again. We got Fly. It's an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature has flying, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, venture into the dungeon. Feign Death. Rhyme Shield Frost Giant is a 4/5 giant warrior with Ward 3. Celestial Unicorn. Leather Armor. Knoll Hunter. And the Paladin class again. Alright. 3 more packs. Druid class. Feywild Trickster. A Bullet! A 3/3 beast. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Bullet. Herald of Hadar is a 4/4 human warlock. Circle of Death. 5 colorless, 1 swamp, roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, each opponent loses 2 life. On a 10 to 19, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. And on a natural 20, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. And you get to create 2 treasure tokens. Another Hill Giant Herd Gorger. Another Devourer Intellect. Dawnbringer Cleric. And another Sphere of Annihilation. Ooh! Alright. Hama Pashar Ruin Seeker is a 2/3 legendary creature, human wizard. Room abilities of dungeons you own trigger an additional time. What? Yay! Ah. Dungeon deck. Another Cloister Gargoyle. Another Circle of the Moon Druid. Another Eyes of the Beholder. Another Devoted Paladin. Another You Find the Villain's Lair. Another Underdark Basilisk. And another Cave of the Frost Dragon. Come on, last pack. Do me love. Show me the goodies. Eccentric Apprentice. Ingenious Smith. Grim Bounty. Steadfast Paladin. Jaded Sellsword. You Come to a River. Underdark Basilisk. And Sorcerer's Class, which we've already had apparently. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's go over to deck. Go to collection. Let's go here. Only that. And oh. And not collected. Alright. We got all these ones. All these notifications. Okay, so Thieves' Tools. I unlocked it multiple times. I have 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all just went away for nothing. I didn't get anything for it. It was just a lost card. Lost cause. It was a lot of packs. But we did get some good cards. I'm really excited that I got Xanthar. My favorite creature of all time. An absolute favorite creature. They're an asshole. I love it. They're powerful. Oh. Pulled 2 of the Planeswalkers. There he is, Xanthar. Beautiful. Alright, so we didn't get Portable Hole. When Portable Hole enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value 2 or less until Portable Hole leaves the battlefield. Loyal Warhound is a 3/1 dog creature with vigilance. When Loyal Warhound enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for a basic plains card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Oswald Fiddlebender is a 2/2 legendary creature, Gnome Artificer. Magical Tinkering. Pay 1 plains, tap it, sacrifice an artifact, search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed artifact's mana value, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle, activate only as a sorcery. Potion of Healing. When Potion of Healing enters the battlefield, draw a card. Pay a plains, tap it, sacrifice Potion of Healing, you gain 3 life. Moon-Blessed Cleric is a 3/2 human elf cleric with Divine Intervention. When Moon-Blessed Cleric enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, then shuffle, and put that card on top. Nadar Selfless Paladin is a 3/3 legendary creature, Dragon Knight with Vigilance. Whenever Nadar Selfless Paladin enters the battlefield or attacks, venture into the dungeon. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 as long as you've completed a dungeon. Book of Exalted Deeds is a legendary artifact. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, create a 3/3 white angel creature token with flying. Pay 3 plains, tap it, exile the Book of Exalted Deeds, put an enlightened counter on target angel. It gains you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. Activate only as a sorcery. That one will be banned most likely. Grand Master of Flowers is a legendary planeswalker Bahamut, so the silver dragon. As long as Grandmaster of Flowers has 7 or more loyalty counters on him, he's a 7/7 dragon god creature with flying and indestructible. +1, target creature without first strike, double strike, or vigilance can't block or attack until your next turn. And +1, search your library and or graveyard for a card named Monk of the Open Hand, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle. I want him for my dragon deck. Icing Death Frost Tyrant is a 4/3 legendary creature, dragon creature, flying vigilance. When Icing Death Frost Tyrant dies, create an Icing Death Frost Tongue, a legendary white equipment artifact token with equipped creature gets +2/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls and equip for 2. White Dragon, 4/4 creature dragon, flying, cold breath. When White Dragon enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Hall of Storm Giants, if you control 2 or more other lands, Hall of Storm Giants enters the battlefield tapped. Tap it, add a island. Pay 5 colorless and an island, and until the end of turn, Hall of Storm Giants becomes a 7/7 blue giant creature with Ward 3. It's still a land. The Black Staff of Waterdeep. Legendary artifact. You may choose not to untap the Black Staff of Waterdeep during your untap step. Animate Walking Statue. Pay a colorless and an island. Tap it. Another target non-token artifact you control becomes a 4/4 artifact creature for as long as the Black Staff of Waterdeep remains tapped. Activate only as a sorcery. Shocking Grasp. Target creature gets -2, -0 until end of turn, and you get to draw a card. Oh shit, there's a lot of these things. Dragon Turtle. 3/5 Dragon Turtle, flash, drag below. When Dragon Turtle enters the battlefield, tap it, and up to one target creature, tap it and up to one target creature an opponent controls. They don't untap it during their controller's next untap steps. Grazalax Illithid Scholar is a 3/2 legendary creature horror. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may return it to its owner's hand. Whenever one or more creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Power of Persuasion. Choose target creature an opponent controls, then roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, return it to its owner's hand. 10 to 19, its owner puts it on top of or bottom of their library. And on a 20, gain control of it until the end of your next turn. Lola, did you hear something? Hold on a second, guys. Ow, fell and broke my back. Again! Tasha's hideous laughter. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until that player has exiled cards with total mana value 20 or more. Hell no! And then the card that allows you to play it from your graveyard as a copy. Multiple of those cards. Imarith Desert Doom is a 5/5 legendary creature dragon, flying. Imarith Desert Doom has ward 4, colorless, as long as it's untapped. Whenever Imarith deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Then if you have fewer than 3 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. Mind Flayer, 3/3 horror creature, dominate monster. When Mind Flayer enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature for as long as you control Mind Flayer. Nice. Mordekainen, legendary planeswalker. For +2, draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library. -2, create a blue dog illusion creature token with this creature's power and toughness are equal to twice the number of cards in your hand. And for -10, exchange your hand and library, then shuffle. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. Exchange your hand and library. Oh my god. Your hand becomes your library and your library becomes your hand. Charlie, you still in chat? Okay, hey Charlie. Alright, so it's a mythic rare. I have 10 mythic rares. I want this card, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Hit it, hit craft. It's going to eat that mythic. And I now... Where'd it go? What the shit just happened? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. I now have it. Get out of the way so that people can see. Not necessarily. Because depending on how much land you have out there, and if you combo it with playing extra lands each turn from this set, mill won't matter because you'll have your entire deck to play out. It can be scary if you don't have the right setup. Man. Alright. I didn't get a lot of cards. Wait, did I finish that other set? Yes, I did. Alright. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. If you control 2 or more lands. It's the swamp one. And then until... let's see. Hive of Eye Tyrant enters the battlefield. Tap it, add a swamp. For 3 colorless on a swamp until end of turn, Hive of the Eye Tyrant becomes a 3/3 black beholder creature with menace, and whenever this creature attacks, exile target card from defending player's graveyard. It's still a land. Ray of Enfeeblement. Target creature gets -4, -1 until end of turn. If that creature is white, it gets -4, -4 until end of turn instead. Damn. Vorpal Sword. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has Death Touch for 5 colorless and 3 swamps until end of turn. Vorpal Sword gains whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. An equip cost of 2 swamps. This card will also end up being banned from standard play and all them, from all the different plays. The Warlock class. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. To level it to 2, you gotta pay a colorless and a swamp. When this class becomes level 2, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. And to get to level 3, you have to pay 6 colorless and a swamp, and at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life they lost this turn. Damage causes loss of life. Damn. Alright, Lightfoot Rogue is a 2/1 halfling rogue with sneak attack. Whenever Lightfoot Rogue attacks, roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, Lightfoot Rogue gains Death Touch until end of turn. On a 10 to 19, it gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. And on a natural 20, it gets +3/+0 and gains First Strike and Death Touch until end of turn. Power Word Kill. Destroy target non-angel, non-demon, non-devil, non-dragon creature. Yeah, they got banned. Anything that forces your opponent to automatically lose or for you to automatically win, they've all been banned from Standard and Historic. If you go back through and look at all the banned lists, they're all on there. Every card that ever said that they lose the game or you win the game, or you can't lose the game but your opponent can't win the game, they're all banned in Standard play or Historic, and in Commander. Spulcher Ghoul is a 2/1 zombie. Sacrifice another creature. Spulcher Ghoul gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. Yeah, it's a way to keep people from, I guess, winning without winning. That is true. They probably will, but they haven't yet. So technically, they're all still legal. Acerak the Archlich. Damn, fuck my life. 5/5 legendary creature zombie wizard. When Acerak the Archlich, whatever it is, enters the battlefield, if you haven't completed Tomb of Annihilation, return Acerak to its owner's hand and venture into the dungeon. Whenever Acerak the Arch attacks, for each opponent, you create a 2/2 black zombie creature token unless that player sacrifices a creature. Oh, this one's got 4 dungeons. So there's Tomb of Annihilation. No. Back up. No. What's the 4th dungeon? Alright. Tomb of Annihilation, Mad Mage. Oh, it just also creates a zombie token. Okay, never mind. Demogorgon's Clutches. Target opponent discards 2 cards, mills 2 cards, and loses 2 life. The Book of Vile Darkness. At the beginning of your end step, if you lost 2 or more life this turn, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Tap it, exile the Book of Vile Darkness, and artifacts you control named Eye of Vecna and Hand of Vecna create Vecna, a legendary 8/8 black zombie god creature token with indestructible and all triggered abilities of the exiled cards. Gelatinous Cube. It's a 4/3 ooze with Engulf. When Gelatinous Cube enters the battlefield, exile target non-ooze creature an opponent controls until Gelatinous Cube leaves the battlefield. Also has Dissolve. Pay X and a swamp. Put target creature card with mana value X exiled with Gelatinous Cube into its owner's graveyard. Oh. So you can bring back cards from exile. Lolth Spider Queen. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a loyalty counter on Lolth Spider Queen. For 0, you draw a card and lose 1 life. For -3, create 2/1 black spider creature tokens with menace and reach. And for -8, you get an emblem with, whenever an opponent is dealt combat damage by 1 or more creatures you control, if that player lost less than 8 life this turn, they lose life equal to the difference. Westgate Regent is a 4/4 vampire flying ward. Discard a card. Whenever Westgate Regent deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Oh no. Asmodeus the Archfiend. It's a 6/6 legendary creature, Devil God. Binding Contract. If you would draw a card, exile the top card of your library face down instead. For 3 swamp, draw 7 cards. For 1 swamp, return all cards exiled with Asmodeus the Archfiend to their owner's hand, and you lose that much life. Den of the Bugbear. If you control 2 or more other lands, Den of the Bugbear enters the battlefield tapped. Tap it, add a mountain, 3 colors and a mountain, and until end of turn, Den of the Bugbear becomes a 3/2 red goblin creature with, whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. It's still a land. Four of those are going to my Gobbo deck. Burning Hands. Burning Hands deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If the permanent is green, Burning Hands deals 6 damage instead. Goblin Morningstar. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has trample. Equip cost is 1 colorless and a mountain. When Goblin Morningstar enters the battlefield, roll a d20. On the Gobbo, on a 1 to 9, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. On a 10 to 20, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token, then attach Goblin Morningstar to it. Let's see. Flame Skull, 3/1 flying, 3/1 skeleton, flying. Flame Skull can't block. Rejuvenation. When Flame Skull dies, exile it. If you do, exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play one of those cards. If you cast Flame Skull this way, you can't play the other card, and vice versa. Yeah, that Gobbo is crazy looking. I like it. It's better than some of their other goblins tokens they've come out with. Hulking Bugbear is a 3/3 goblin with haste. Zorn, a 3/2 elemental. If you would create 1 or more treasure tokens, instead create those tokens plus an additional treasure token. Zerial, Archduke of Avernus, is a legendary planeswalker with +1. Creates creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. For 0, create a 1/1 red devil creature token with, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. And for -6, you get an emblem with, at the end of the first combat phase on your turn, untap target creature you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. And apparently they've been banning that style of cards too. I don't know if they will though. I don't know if they're going to ban any of the cards. I'm just saying what they've done in the past. Inferno of the Starmount, 6/6 legendary creature dragon, flying haste. This spell can't be countered. For 1 mountain, Inferno of the Star Mountain gets +1/+0 until end of turn. When its power becomes 20 this way, it deals 20 damage to any target. So for 14 mountains, you can just fuck somebody's world up. Nice. Lair of the Hydra. If you control 2 or more other lands, Lair of the Hydra enters the battlefield tapped. You tap it for to add a forest. For X and a forest until end of turn, Lair of the Hydra becomes an XX green Hydra creature token. It's still a land. X can't be 0 because it doesn't have any health, so it's dead then. Plummet, that's in older sets. You find a cursed idol. Choose 1. Smash it, destroy target artifact. Lift the curse, destroy target enchantment. Steal its eyes, create a treasure token, and venture into the dungeon. Find the path. Enchant land. When Find the Path enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. Enchanted land has tap, add 2 forests. Sweet! Varus Silvery Moon Ranger is a 3/3 legendary creature, human elf ranger, with reach and ward 1, colorless. Whenever you cast a creature or planeswalker spell, venture into the dungeon. This ability triggers only once each turn. When you complete a dungeon, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Inspiring Bard is a 3/3 elf bard. When it enters the battlefield, choose Bardic Inspiration. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Or Song of Rest, you gain 3 life. Froghemoth is a 4/4 frog horror. Trample, haste. Whenever Froghemoth deals combat damage to a player, exile up to that many target cards from their graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on Froghemoth for each creature card exiled this way. You gain 1 life for each non-creature card exiled this way. Oh. I like Owlbear, because you go to have an Owlbear. It's a 4/4 bird bear with trample and keen sense. When Owlbear enters the battlefield, draw a card. Old Gnawbone is a 7/7 legendary creature dragon, flying. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create that many treasure tokens. Yo, okay. The Tarask. That's a 10/10 legendary creature dinosaur. The Tarask has haste and ward 10, colorless, as long as it was cast. Whenever the Tarask attacks, it fights target creature defending player controls. Oh. Fight. When 2 creatures fight each other, deals non-combat damage equal to its power to the other. Huh. Monk class. This spell, the second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. To get it to level 2, you gotta pay a plains and an island. When this class becomes level 2, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And to get it to level 3, for 1 colorless, 1 plains, 1 island, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library for as long as it remains exiled. I quit! It has, you may exile this card from exile as long as you've cast another spell this turn. Triumphant Adventure. It's a 1/1 human knight. Death Touch. As long as it's your turn, Triumphant Adventure has first strike. Whenever Triumphant Adventure attacks, venture into a dungeon. Barrowwind of Clan Undur is a 3/3 legendary creature, dwarf cleric. When Barrowwind of Clan Undur enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. Whenever Barrowwind of Clan Undur attacks, return up to 1 creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield if you completed a dungeon. I have this many. This exact many. Rogue class. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library face down. You may look at it for as long as it remains exiled. To get it to level 2, you have to pay a colorless, a swamp, and an island. Creatures you control have menace, and to get to level 3, you need 2 colorless, pay 2 colorless, a swamp, an island, and you may play cards exiled with rogue class, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. Orcus, Prince of Undeath, is a 5/3 legendary creature demon, flying, trample. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1. Each other creature gets -X until end of turn. You lose X life. Return up to X target creature cards with total mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. They gain haste until end of turn. Skeletal Swarming. Each skeleton you control has trample, attacks each combated fable, and gets +X/+0, where X is the number of other skeletons you control. At the beginning of your end step, create a tapped 1/1 black skeleton creature token. If a creature died this turn, create 2 of those creatures instead. Bard class. Legendary creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on them. To get it to level 2, you gotta pay a mountain and a forest. Legendary spells you cast cost 1 mountain, 1 forest less to cast. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana you pay. Level 3, 3 colorless, and a mountain, and a forest. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. Brunor Battlehammer. A 5/3 legendary creature, Dwarf Warrior. Each creature you control gets +2/+0 for each equipment attached to it. You may pay 0 rather than pay the equip cost of the first equipped ability you activate each turn. Amazing! Might build an equipment deck again. Seems to be all dwarves. Treslasara Moondancer is a 2/2 legendary creature, Elf Cleric. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Treslasara Moondancer and scry 1. And Dritz Duerden, whatever it is, I don't even know how to say his name, as a 3/3 legendary creature, Elf Ranger with double strike. When Dritz enters the battlefield, create his little panther pet. A legendary 4/1 green cat creature token with trample. Whenever a creature dies, if it had power greater than Dritz's power, put a number of +1/+1 counters on Dritz equal to the difference. Gretchen Titchwillow is a 0/4 legendary creature, halfling druid. Pay 2 colorless, a forest, an island, draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Mint's Beloved Rangers, a 3/3 legendary creature, human ranger. When Mint's Beloved Ranger enters the battlefield, create Boo, a legendary 1/1 red hamster creature token with triple and haste. Pay X until end of turn. Target creature you control has base power and toughness XX and becomes a giant in addition to its other types. Activate only as a sorcery. Boo is about to get huge, man. Tiamat, the 7/7 legendary creature dragon god. Flying. When Tiamat enters the battlefield, if you cast it, search your library for up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat that each have different names. Reveal them, put them into your hand, and then shuffle. As you wish. Dungeon Descend. Dungeon Descend enters the battlefield tapped. You tap it, data colorless, pay 4 colorless, tap it, tap an untapped legendary creature you control, venture into the dungeon, activate only as a sorcery. Temple of the Dragon Queen. As Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield, you may reveal a dragon card from your hand. Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield tapped unless you revealed a dragon card this way, or you control a dragon. As the Temple of the Dragon Queen enters the battlefield, choose a color. Tap, add 1 mana of the chosen color. Bag of Holding. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. Pay 2 colorless, tap it, draw a card, then discard a card. Pay 4 colorless, tap it, sacrifice Bag of Holding, return all cards exiled with Bag of Holding to their owner's hand. Great Axe. Equip creature gets +4/+0 with an equip cost of 5. Spiked Pit Trap is an artifact with flash. Pay 5 colorless, tap it, sacrifice Spiked Pit Trap, choose target creature, then roll a d20. On 1 to 9, Spiked Pit Trap deals 5 damage to that creature. On a 10 to 20, Spiked Pit Trap deals 5 damage to that creature, and you get to create a treasure token. Dungeon Map. Tap data colorless or pay 3 colorless, tap it, venture into the dungeon, activate only as a sorcery. Treasure Chest. Pay 4 colorless, sacrifice treasure chest, roll a d20. On a 1, trapped, you lose 3 life. 2 to 9, create 5 treasure tokens. On 10 to 19, you gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. And on a natural 20, search your library for a card. If it's an artifact card, you may put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. And the deck of many things. That's the deck I was thinking of. Legendary artifact, pay 2 colorless, tap it, roll a d20, and subtract the number of cards in your hand. If the result is 0 or less, discard your hand. On a 1 to 9, return a card at random from your graveyard to your hand. 10 to 19, draw 2 cards. On a natural 20, put a creature card from any graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. When that creature dies, its owner loses the game. Also one of those things that may or may not get banned. Probably will, though. Man! Thinking the dragon deck is going to take some time to build. I think. Four, 8, 12. 16. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 4 is 36. Damn. And then you could add cards that benefit when you roll a d20. Hey. That are red. Oh, that is true. That is true. Good night, all. Well, afternoon. Thank you for coming and hanging out. That is true, midget. Dang, what was that card? What were the cards that allowed you to have like advantage and if you had to roll? Oh, roll a dice maybe? Okay, let's try this. There we go. So I'll be able to add that to it. So that's still, what, 40 cards? Actually, 36. 4 is 40, so it'll be 24 land in the deck while playing all of those. 4 of each of those. We're gonna do it. We're gonna build this Gobbo deck. Oh, am I gonna have enough to? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll have enough. What? What the shit? Alright, hold on a second. Wow. Why you do this to me? Really? You were getting pissy over 5.32 megabytes of a update? What the shit? I restarted. 4 common, 14 uncommon, and 7 rares. Finish deck. And now, come up here. Goblin Warriors. And name the deck. Alright, so now in this deck, I have 18 1 or less mana costing cards, 12 2 or less, or 2 mana costing, 12 3 mana costing, and 4 5 mana costing. So let's go here. Oh! Save and exit. Go here. Nope. Standard ranked. Change out that Gobbo for the Goblin Warriors. Let's test it out. Let's see how well we do. I love Gobbos. I think it's because it's they're supposed to be like an aggro deck kind of thing. Oh yeah, I'm keeping well, hello, Miss, or Miss, or hello, my opponent. Hello? Are you angry at the little red gobbos already? Show the secrets. So I'm going to activate this first, next turn, and then play that the following turn. Oh, what the shit, man? Asshole opponent. Oh, but I could play him out there. Because then that would be C3, 4, 5. Right? I'm not gonna give up, so you better just, come on now. Well, that was no fun. Let's try that again. Of course. Ma. Do I risk trying to see if I can get? Oh, I don't know because I don't only have. Oh yeah. Let's risk it. Bananas and pajamas. Oh yeah. Come on, give me one more land. Fuck you! Wait, target opponent rules non-creature, non-land. So that, or one of these. Man, that would have been awesome if this is one of those matches where I only play a creature deck. He got rid of my... Oh, he got rid of my Morning Star. Just for that. Eat my horde of gobos! You're gonna lose next turn. 4, 6, 8, 11. 2 turns. If you don't do something. That was your threat? Okay. I'll just replay him. Okay, let it all go through. I don't care.
Ranked 1, silver.
One more win and I get another pack. Ow! Goblin javelin near. Oh. Okay. Well, you want to be a butthole? Eat that! Fucker! Go ahead, block me. I'll kill you. Because you don't have to do 1 damage, and then when it gets blocked, it deals 1 damage too. Ah, shit, I jumped the gun, didn't I? Oh, it's gonna be a battle of who wins. Land to sea, or land to ground. Wait, why didn't it roll 2? That was already out. Wasn't it? I don't know. I'll attack. Start trying to eat 3 creatures at a time. Now when you gobble these ones you block, will kill you. Come on! Stop being a booty hole man. What is going on? Come at me, party boy. You're losing a creature if you block 2 of them. That one or that one, because that one's got first strike, and this one now deals 2 and then deals another one to you for blocking it. What is the point in dragging it out, man? Come on, man. Here we go, pay attention. You would have won next turn if you would have attacked last turn. With everything. Because I would have been able to do... What was it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. I would have been left at 3. And you would have been able to attack. And wipe me out. So you could have won this next turn. But you didn't attack. Why are you playing the game if you're not even playing the game? So if I get a 2-mana costing creature, I can make it have haste. If it's a dice creature, then they all get +2/+0 and max. What do you do, man? You're gonna lose creatures. Okay, that one's dead. That one's not. That one's dead. And now you have 5 damage unless you got something up your sleeve to get 4 more damage to come at me and I win next turn. Oh, snickerdoodles, man. Aggro decks. You cost yourself the match. They're already tapped. Oh, they don't untap. Okay. I win! I got lucky with that one. Got so lucky with that creature. Hell yeah! Alright, pack. Open up. Oh, we got first. We got the Warlock one. Got the Lightfoot Rogue. Inspiring Bard. And the deck of many things. Alright. That's going to be it today, guys. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Hope you all enjoyed. Got to see a lot of good cards, a lot of fun cards. Built a deck. Tested it out a little bit. I think I'm going to like that aggro Gabo deck. Probably play with it a lot. We got to leave here a little earlier to... I can't even see what that says. Pick something up and... Okay. Just let me know when you're on your way. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let's see, today's Friday, magic. We're not streaming tomorrow. We'll stream Family Smite on Sunday. So there should be at least 3 of us, possibly 4 of us, playing Smite, having a good time, trash talking each other, probably losing, but I tend to have fun. The wife tends to have fun. Daniel doesn't really care. We all just trying to enjoy ourselves, have a good time, just hanging out. So come hang out with us on Sunday. We're gonna play for Smite. And enjoy. Those that came into stream that haven't been in stream before, thank you. Appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content, hit that follow button and that like button. So that's it for till Sunday. I love you guys, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye.